Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see where your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates. I'm going to go ahead and see what this is because it tried to come over. You have somebody that's loving, compassionate, that you're taking a leap for. It's about the memories, the balance, being in limbo, going into hermit mode, and also having success all within this read so far. And so the King of Cups is showing his face. Only love, compassion, and understanding can truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. However, it's telling you in that same token to take a leap. To take a leap. Don't be afraid to take a leap. And also, even though there's memories, nostalgia, love, there has to be balance. And there also cannot be limbo when it comes to this situation. And so sometimes going into hermit mode is the best way to come out with success because hangman energy says, let's see, when it feels like there's nothing you can do, let go of your resistance, embrace the state of pause, and try to see things from a new light. And that is what you're doing. Hermit energy also says sometimes you need to withdraw in order to rediscover your own rich inner world through tranquility, meditation, and reflection. So therefore, I feel like that is a reason why you're having, that is the reason why you're having success, because of the fact that you're taking a leap and you're not waiting on anybody else to, or any memories of the love, or being patient anymore. You're going after the things that you want. Four Swords energy, you're going after it. No more resting, no more conflict. You're doing the things that you need to do. And so that is why the universe is steady blessing you. This comes out and you're not worried about feeling like you're backstabbed or the separation that's happening when it comes to this situation ship, or the ending that's happening, because this is you being faced with difficult situations. You were impartial about the situation. You tried to communicate clearly, and now you're moving forward with the Eight of Wands. The King of Swords energy says, you have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness. Five of Cups energy. But the King of Swords energy says, when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial, carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. Hold on one second. Okay, so I just feel like the communication is that you're moving forward from the conflict. And this is the same read that I just did a second ago. Basically, except the Fool, these energies weren't here. Hermit was there, and I think the Four of Swords was in that read as well. But again, being in limbo, it tells you what love is really about for you and what the what the aspects that you want out of these situationships. So again, the King of Cups energy is some balance. It's having balance. It's having balance, and it's understanding the energy connections when it comes to any situationship. Does that make sense? And so three cards come out. Page of Pentacles, and this came out in the read as well. You have to know when to do the work, and you have to do it at all the time. But you got to know exactly when, and how it starts. And that's the ebb and flows of life, and when to have a tower moment. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Hold on one second. Yeah, so you just got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. And that's the cycles. That's the ebb and flow of life. That's when you have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing sadness or some type of energy that keeps you stagnant, or a hangman energy, or making you feel like you got to go into hermit mode and there's no other way to do but to be depressed. You got to do the work and know that that's the ebb and flow of life. So know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to say, you know what, enough is enough, and to go from there. And then, you're going to have to start working on yourself, your finances, and the things like that when it comes to, you doing things for yourself and taking risk on your own. And that's about learning to love yourself authentically, So I'm going to pull from the finance deck to, counselor. You got to be your own counselor at some point. Sometimes you can't hear the things from the people that you're around, even though you're unclear. Money is either tight or not receiving what you or you're not or not receiving what you expected. The answer you are seeking will remain unclear for now. Your basic needs will be met. So again, once you start to do the work, the universe will start to bless you, whether you're unclear or not. Or not. When you're in limbo and hangman, just take that additional leap in order to move forward. Yes, the past is there, but like Rafiki says, you either run from it or you learn from it. That's the balance that you need when it comes to the conflict and you feel in a certain type of way. In the difficult situations, you have to move forward. Movement, communication, right? Movement, communication, and travel. You have to be able to move forward and travel no matter how sad you are. And it's easier said than done, but trust me, I've been there. But that's where you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Counselor. Maybe time for Maybe time for some emotional healing. Exactly. The balance. You need balance. Or your own, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Maybe time for some emotional healing of your own. Or release the past. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me talking right now. Release the past. Release the past, And so careers in counseling, psychic work, or energy healing may apply to you or appeal to you. So you're working on your spiritual beliefs. You're having balance. You're doing things like you never would. And these are the ebb and flows of life. And this is because you realize that you have more options than what you set out for. Does that make sense? And it says your mental or emotional troubles could be blocking your abundance. So again, you got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. You have to sometimes be your own counselor in the midst of things you're not seeing things a certain way or things not going your way. You have to be your own spiritual leader, guidance, counselor, however you want to call it, even when they're unclear. You still got to do the work. You have to take the leap and move forward to do the work. I'm going to pull from the Amira's Love Oracle to see what messages come out. This card flies out. This one is at the top. Twin Flame. So maybe this is a spiritual enlightenment or some type of karmic situation that you're experiencing, but it's time to be your own counselor. I'll turn this over because it did come out like this. Yeah, control. Taking power back, releasing, exactly. So you could be releasing your twin flame and taking your power back because you're unclear. Even though you know a certain situation, the deja vu and the past love of the memories is what you keep holding on to. But sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And that is how I see that energy. I'll pull from the 4 agreements because you have to learn to be impeccable with your words, not to make assumptions, not to take anything personal, and know that you've done your best, right? In every situation. Look at all these cards that come out. I'll go ahead and read them all. Don't take anything personal. Be impeccable with your words and always do your best. So let's just talk about this. If you are in limbo right now, it's probably because you weren't impeccable with your word. Let's just respectfully release the need to be right. Okay. So here's the thing. The conflict, the unbalanced energy, right? Or the balance that you need when it comes to being in limbo, right? And you just being so patient and knowing that what's causing you sadness and feeling like you're being backstabbed. The difficult situation is that you know that you probably weren't impeccable with your word. And now you're starting to take things personally. But remember, the thing that's going to get you out of that is that you've done your best in every situation, right? So be impeccable with your word. Release the need to be right. It says, when you believe something, you assume you are right. And you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. There's no need to defend your position if you know that you did everything that you can do. But when you start defending and you start to feel like there's a lot of conflict and there's somebody backstabbing you, or that you're in limbo and that you've been patient and understanding about what's causing you sadness, then you start to take things personal. Become immune to poison, all right? It says the whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune. It says immunity to poison is in the middle of hell is a gift of the second agreement. So I'll read it over. The whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison is in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. So when you feel all of these different situations with the conflict, the feeling backstabbed, feeling like you got to go in hermit mode because you're stagnant and you've been patient and you got to have a tower moment, become immune to the poison. People are always going to have something to say. You know that you've done your best at the end of the day. Stay in the present moment. Again, the past can hurt, but you either run from it or you learn from it. You're going to be in the present moment, and you're going to learn from the past, and you're not going to live about the anxiety and the what ifs of the future. It says, keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. So again, you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. But you're staying in the present moment because you've done your best. You're not going to keep thinking about the past energies, the memories. You're going to take your leap. You're going to have balance. You're going to go into hermit mode, because this is right now, you're in hermit mode. You're going to be successful. Even though it's unclear and that you have a past life connection with this person, you're going to move forward and do the work and be loving and compassionate for yourself, and know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know the options that you have moving forward. Always do your best. Don't overdo, right? And that's by you setting boundaries. Don't overdo. It says always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goals. So the unclear energy of the conflict, the backstabbing, the communication through the negativity, the tower moments, being patient and being in limbo. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Let me read that again. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goals. That is how I see it. So let's pull from the crystal deck and let's move forward. Yeah, you got to learn. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And even though it's unclear, you got to move forward. You got to do the work, and you got to move forward. The Aragonite, root, sacral, and crown chakra. Okay, listen. This is grounding, stabilizing, and centering, right? Your root chakra, right, is your survival, your stability, and your grounding. You have to be able to survive all adversity. You have to know and visualize that you're going to be successful, whether you're unclear or not. So what you're going to visualize, first of all, let go of the past, send strength and healing, period, to whomever this twin flame energy, and you taking your control and your power back, right? And releasing, because that's what it says. I don't know why this camera, maybe it's it says releasing and taking the power back. Let me close this curtain. Hold on 1 second. I'm still talking. Hold on. It still looks blurry to me, but okay. So you're going to release, right? You're going to release and take your power back from this twin flame, because right now the spiritual alignment isn't there. It's karmic. And the twin flame should be, effortless, full of love, compassion, understanding that'll truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. But you have to deal with your root chakra, be able to survive, to be stable and to ground yourself. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, because you've done your best, even though you're unclear of where this relationship is. And that's why I say don't live in the past, because it causes fear and pain and heartbreak. Heal that. Send strength and healing, period. That's it. That's why we release the negative energy at the end of every read. In the future, it causes the what ifs, right? The unclear energy causes anxiety, right? And then it'll cause you to be able to be scared to take a leap and not to have balance, right? So the sacral chakra is your emotions, your intimacy, and the confidence. You have to have confidence in all aspects. You have to know that the universe is going to bless you, and you have to be able to see. And I think that's what I was basically saying. Close your eyes, even though you're unclear, and see what it is that you want. Use that as your guide, at what you want as your guide, but it all comes with you, taking your power back, right? And so the crown chakra, right? The crown chakra is your belief system, your wisdom, and your excuse me, and your selflessness. That is what the crown chakra is. So again, your belief system is being put to the test. You have to prove to the unseen forces and the unclear energies that you have that you've done your best. So now you have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And you're not going to take it personally. Moving forward, you're going to be impeccable with your words. And you're going to take your power back. And that's how I see that. The affirmation says, I am grounded and connected to the energy of the earth. I am grounded and connected to the energy of the earth. And that's why you're going to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know that the universe has your back. Okay? And so now let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, Generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys.